Everyone, my name is Rodney Estrada and I'm going to discuss how to achieve total focus to your life and how it will change your life. Good day everyone, good morning, good afternoon everyone, good evening. So I'm going to if you notice that I made a mistake, then thank you for focusing at me for 4 seconds, knowing that I made this mistake first in my speech. So thank you. And good day everyone. No. Have you wondered yourself just spending your morning all around morning just doing some nonsense thing in your life, watching the video that you have watched before, doing some things that is nonetheless instead of using your time to more productive things such as fixing your bed, praying in the morning. Have you ever feel again that while taking an online class, you feel so distracted that the phone always ting tong, and many notifications arrive, then you can't calm yourself knowing that yes, my FB got a notification that is nonsense. So you are focusing to your assignment until you finish one paragraph, then you said to yourself, I deserve some rest. So I will rest. Rest until you forgot it. Did you know, according to a article made by Kevin McSpaden named "You Now Have a Shorter Attention Span Than a Goldfish," it said that goldfish has an attention span of 9 seconds, while us human have only 8 seconds of attention span. It just means that every 8 seconds we transition ourselves to another specific subject, jump to another subject again, losing our focus to a one specific thing. And it's bad habit, because you can focus yourself to a one thing so you can finish or anything that you can get it done. So it's a bad thing. According to a poll made by CIBC, a Canadian sport, no, not a sport, news station from Canada, it said that we check our phone 100 times. Every 10 minutes, we transition to our phone 6 times. Can you imagine that? In a world full of distraction, where the technology arises to, distraction arises too. And it just making our lives unproductive as is it before. This is the most well stated sentence for again that we all know that our mind is distracted. That's the old man saying. Our mind is distracted. Well, let me rephrase that thing and give the correct term. It must be our mind is overstimulated. Let me repeat that thing. Our mind is overstimulated. Our mind is overstimulated that it craves for distraction. Then this is where the subject of novelty bias came in. According to Kristen Carter, an article named Flow Class Countering the Novelty Bias, it is said that our brain can be easily hijacked by anything shinier or new than what we are paying attention to. Once we let our brain give it what it wants, the grave of distraction, it gives us dopamine. The same hormone that we feel when we feel in love or we got some thing from Shopee, anything that is more good and pleasurable for ourselves. So how to get out from being overstimulated? You can do some breathing, you can get out and look for fresh some air, do some house chores, take a shower, listen to music, and anything work that doesn't involve technology behind us. And maybe we are not slave of technology. So if my brain is overstimulated, then it not gives me the right thing for focusing. Then what will happen if we make our brain less stimulated? What will happen if we make our brain less stimulated? Overstimulated. At this moment, what happens if I made my brain less stimulated at this moment? Well, maybe it has significance to us, right? First, what are the things that makes your brain less stimulated at this moment? Example, just looking at the clock. Tick tock, no? Maybe you just taking a rest that you can sleep than just looking at the ceiling, and it takes your time to make feel you boredom. Um, do you know that boredom is very productive? Something it has a portion where it is very productive. Whenever you feel bored, that means it is a time you mostly found out the brilliant ideas. Do you know that Sir Isaac Newton have a thought, discovered the thought of gravity while sitting under the tree of an apple? Then, whereas the apple came down, then, oh, he felt boredom at that time, and that's where the most brilliant ideas came from. Another example from Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein is one of the most well-known scientists at this time, right? And the most infamous equation, the E equals mc squared, he invented that. No, he invented. Not he discovered the thought of it while working at patent office. Do you know what is patent office? Patent office is a place where you will get stamp of many documents, thousands of documents of any biography or any just getting approval from your stamp, just reading it all away. It's very kind of boring, Boring, Kinda boring, Yeah, it's very kinda boring, And it's very many of us can handle that thing. It's so very bad. Do you think have you experienced that the most brilliant thing that came? The idea, the main idea, the most creative, brilliant idea came in from your mind while taking a shower. Yeah, many of us experience that too. Me too. Right? Yeah, me too. According to our research name, approaching novel thoughts, understanding why elation and boredom promote associative thought more than distress and relaxation by Karen Jasper and Brianna L. Middlewood. It stated that bored people who feel boredom, are more likely engaged in sensation. It means this is where our mind just focuses on more on individual things due to it's not overstimulated. It has a straight pathway, not any sideways. So thinking with no distraction, no. Not overstimulated, just one pathway. It's lead us to more creative thinking. Whenever you feel boredom, it goes to three places: the past, the present, and the future. Going on thinking of the past while having a boredom session, you try to remember the mistake that you have done last week, last day, or maybe an hour ago. What is the lesson that we take in Monday? What are the general biology that we take? What are the quiz that we take? What are the records that I forgot? Such things that related to past. When our brain goes to present thinking, it always goes while we are taking a shower, example. We often think how we are going to spend our day after going to school. Shall we take food in the KFC? Shall we play computer games? Or shall we play basketball after the game? This is the most interesting part. Our mind travels to the future. The future, we think of how the future holds if we often feel motivated. How can I defy the odds of my dream? According to the book named Hyperfocus made by Chris Bailey, it said that our mind, when we feel boredom, it goes to three places: the past by 12%, present by 28%, and 48% by future. Not total of 100% because sometimes our brain feel dull and blank at the same time, right? Letting your mind wander, something that doesn't consume your all full potential and attention leads you to brilliant ideas. Less stimulated mind. Chris Bailey calls it scatter focus. Just think of the cars on the road. You can adjust the roads, but we can adjust the cars. We don't need to fit more in. We need more space to more focused thinking of it. Thinking of distraction is the enemy of focus. Well, that is wrong because we don't need that. Overstimulation is the enemy of the focus. As I said again, overstimulation is the enemy of the focus. For those who feel tired today, yeah, just take a break, relax. Boredom Many of us feel it, and I can't blame you all. Boredom has never been bad. Anyway, it helps us to motivate to our future and often help us cheer up self. No, cheer up ourselves. I know. Too much lazy is bad. So let's focus more. Thank you.